now that the album's done, do we move on to wedding planning now? Is that the...
No, I'm actually shooting season 5 of Only Murders right now. He has to do some work stuff too, so.
Now you're planning the wedding, and I'm sure the music's going to be amazing.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely, we're definitely not planning exactly this road, but we do want to make sure.
Selena Gomez is trying to stay out of the spotlight and focus on her future with Benny Blanco. But somehow, Justin and Hailey keep dragging her love life into the mix. It's confusing. Why is Selena even bothering with whatever drama those to have going on? On paper, her relationship should be solid, especially after all the noise about Benny possibly getting too close to her best friend, Teresa Marie. That situation nearly wrecked everything, but it's not worth bringing up again. Benny's still standing by Selena. In a recent interview, he talked about how he's figuring out ways to make her happy and said he's doing everything the right way. It sounded sweet, but also came off like he was trying a little too hard to prove something to everyone. Like, relax, no one's calling you the bad guy, and then there's the engagement. They got engaged late last year during what they described as a quiet picnic. It was private, just the two of them.
Selena changed your life.
What do you mean? Look at me. She's the best thing that's ever happened in my life. She's my best friend. You know, they say, like, when you know, you know. Like, and I never believed that my whole life, but I actually met my best friend. Like, if we were the only people left on Earth, I would be completely fine spending every moment with nobody else in the world except her. My mom was like, people like you. And I was like, okay. And then like Selena actually showed me one of them of like, she was like, oh my God, my friend just sent me this. And it was like a person like sitting down their husband and being like, you have to watch this interview full. You have to be. And I was like getting hate from guys being like, dude, like, now I have to be a better boyfriend. Obviously, like,
that whole setup looked completely staged, like a Taco Bell commercial with props and everything. No joke. They were actually eating Taco Bell like it was part of some promo deal. Just picture getting proposed to with a Crunchwrap Supreme and 3 cameras capturing the moment. There's no way that wasn't planned for views, apparently. Benny didn't need to swap burritos for that engagement ring. He's made a ton of money from producing hit songs. Still, in his latest interview, he threw in some shade, saying, "Don't settle, ladies, not for a guy who uses more hair gel than you." Kind of random, especially coming from someone who once admitted he's not that into showering and prefers to let his juices marinate. Yeah, people haven't forgotten that.
I think to myself, like, how can I make Selena's day better? Like, what can I do in my day to make her day better? Because then that makes my day better. And I wanted to find a person like that. And I know when Selena wakes up, like, the first thing she's thinking is like, how can I make his day better? And we have such a give and take. Like, I could never even see a world where I would ever yell at her. She would ever yell at me. Like, we don't argue like that. Like, I feel like we just have conversations. Like, there's never an argument. Sometimes she'll say, "This is so funny."
Oh boy.
She'll go, "I'm feeling a little irritated and I think I need like 25 minutes. And I'll say, okay. And then I give her space. And then after like 5 minutes, she texts me. She's like, "Hey, will you come back?" but it's knowing that, and we have the proper boundaries set with each other. Like, I don't have to be on top of her every second. She doesn't have to be on top of me every second we're together. I just want to know she's in the house so I can say like, "Hey, I love you," and then go back to what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because look, we're both highly independent people, okay?
Honestly, Selena might have made the smartest move by leaving Justin behind. She leveled up. Benny looks fully committed and has even opened up about the lessons he's learned from past mistakes and from watching other people mess things up. At 37, he said, "I hope I know how to treat a woman by now." Here's where it gets interesting. Benny used to be close with Justin during his early rise. Justin would show up at the studio, vent about his relationship with Selena, and Benny would just sit back and listen. In a way, he may have picked up on how not to treat Selena just by watching Justin. Benny even mentioned that he learned from people around him, maybe even ex-friends, and would think, "Yeah, I'm never doing that." So now he's going into this relationship with a mental list of what to do and what to avoid, all based on how Selena's ex messed up.
I don't think Selena and Benny's wedding will follow a formula. I think it's going to follow feeling. I think the goal would be to create a kind of lived-in, heart-forward environment that feels curated but never staged. I don't see a perfectly polished mood board, but I see textures, joyful messiness, overlapping moments, cozy corners, and luxury that's really rooted in making people feel held. This won't be a wedding that feels sterile or like overly curated. I think Benny's style is eclectic and grounded in comfort, while Selena's is timeless and quietly intentional. So I'm gonna expect color and pattern mixing. Think like unexpected combos that just work. Moroccan rugs with velvet banquettes, sculptural florals next to handmade ceramics. I think of spaces that will feel more kind of like a home than a venue. So something inviting, layered, and personal. I'm thinking also florals.
Benny even said he watches his friends do thoughtful things for their partners and copies those ideas for Selena. He's literally out here taking notes and putting them into action. It's like he's this relationship watchdog, always observing, always learning, and now he's locking things down. He and Selena got engaged late last year, and the wedding plans have officially started. But then Benny tried to play it off, saying Ed didn't get a real invite, just a casual heads up. Really? Who gives a casual? Let's be honest, if you're telling someone like Ed Sheeran about it, chances are the vibe, the month, and maybe even the caterer are already locked in.
Back on making this album with him, what are you going to remember most about this part of your relationship?
That I get to show this piece of work to our kids one day.
Oh.
We really wanted to do that so that we had something together.
Wow, I'm emotional thinking about that. How?
Still, Selena and Benny are acting like they've only just started planning the wedding. But let's be real with Selena's budget. This event could easily look like a full-scale Hollywood production. There's no way she's doing a casual, backyard thing with red plastic cups. Also, remember, Selena was at Britney Spears' wedding, so now people are wondering, will Britney be invited to hers? Just imagine that guest list. Glamorous celebrities, custom-designed outfits, paparazzi. Hiding in the bush sit's going to be a full-blown spectacle. Even TikTok users are throwing out predictions about how Selena's wedding will go. One creator shared her own wild version, and here's something interesting. Selena actually said she's not doing a traditional first dance in an interview. She admitted, "We're not planning on doing one of those. It's a little embarrassing," Benny agreed, saying she's shy. But let's be honest, if they're skipping the first dance, it probably means a huge crowd will be watching. Most people don't feel that shy unless there's a massive A-list audience staring at them.
The album's done. Do we move on to wedding planning now? Is that the...
No, I'm actually shooting season 5 of Only Murders right now. He has to do some work stuff too, so.
Now you're planning the wedding, and I'm sure the music's going to be amazing.
Well, yeah, I'll definitely, we're definitely not planning exactly this road, but we do want to make sure.
Can you even picture a wedding without that classic first dance? It feels odd, but Benny's clearly going with whatever makes Selena comfortable. The way he looks at her during interviews, it's obvious he's letting her take the lead. But the part that really hit people was when Benny opened up about wanting to be a dad. He said he's been hoping and manifesting fatherhood, and it's clear he means it. For a while, people actually thought he already had a child, but it turned out to be an ex's kid he helped raise. Either way, he shared, "I love kids. I love being an uncle, but I want to be a dad for real." That's where things get emotional. Selena has lupus, and she's been open about how it affects her chances of having children. She's said that getting pregnant could be risky for both her and the baby. That's a lot to carry. So if they do decide to become parents, it'll probably be through adoption or surrogacy. And with how celebrities usually go about it, surrogacy seems the more likely option. Still, it's clear they're planning a future together. Love, marriage, and building a family, even if the path is different, but not everyone's happy for them. A lot of attention has been coming from Justin's direction. People close to him say he hasn't been the same since Selena's engagement news came out. He's been posting cryptic captions, deleting photos, and acting like someone who lost something and can't stop thinking about it. Some fans even claim he's been lurking on Selena fan accounts, liking old posts, stirring things up. As for Hailey, she hasn't said a word. No congratulations, no reaction, just silence, and a bunch of photos where the smiles look forced. Like she's trying to show all is fine while everyone else is reading between the lines. Meanwhile, Benny's kept it matorno. Messy tweets, no sneaky comments, just calm and focused energy. Still, the drama is circling them. Every photo, every quote is under the spotlight. People are even comparing Benny and Selena's relationship to her past with Justin, saying things like, "This is what healing looks like. She finally chose peace." But peace doesn't come drama-free, especially not in Hollywood. So now the question is, will Justin really let this go? Or is he going to stir things up again right as Selena's heading into her big day? Just when it seemed quiet, fans noticed Justin wearing that necklace again, the one Selena gave him years ago. The one everyone thought was long gone, and suddenly it's back around his neck on a random Instagram live. Coincidence? That's what people are questioning. The internet blew up with theories. Some think he's trolling. Others think it's heartbreak showing up late. But whatever it is, it's not a good look. And for Hailey, it's a whole new level of uncomfortable. Sources say she's had enough. Every time Selena's name trends, her mood shifts. And this necklace move might have been too much. She's apparently telling her friends that she's tired of living in her husband's past, and really, who could blame her? Selena, on the other hand, hasn't said a word. No reaction. No shady posts. Just quietly glowing and getting ready for her wedding. And Benny still locked in, staying calm and unbothered. That's real grown-up energy. But with Justin tossing out these emotional curveballs, fans are wondering what his deal is. Is he trying to ruin Selena's big moment? Or is he just stuck watching the woman he once had build a life with someone else? Whatever the case, the love triangle may be over, but the drama is very much alive. Benny's out here getting sentimental, saying, "I said I love you first this year," and Selena responded with something sweet about how their album will be special for their future kids. Cute, right? But even with all this love, Selena's still making moves that have people raising eyebrows. Like, why is she still paying attention to Hailey? Even if it's in a nice way, it feels. She liked a post celebrating Hailey's skincare brand being sold to ELF and hitting Ulta shelves. Meanwhile, Justin didn't even acknowledge his wife's Vogue cover, like, no comment. And then Selena reposted a quote that felt like a message: "You matter. Your voice matters. Your heart matters. You are worth so much more," she added. "You know who this is about." She told people to hit like if they know, which felt like a subtle digital nod to Hailey as if to say, "I see you, and I know he's not treating you right." It had the vibe of an ex's new fiancé watching from the sidelines, maybe even from a burner account. Seeing Justin spiral and still caring quietly, even if she never admit it. But with all eyes on her wedding, why is Selena still paying attention to what Justin and Hailey are doing? While fans are out here connecting dots, Selena's been spotted in NYC hanging out with her real bestie Taylor Swift. They were seen at Monkey Bar, looking calm, confident, and totally unbothered. Selena even gave Taylor a shout-out, posting, "Yes, you did that, Tay?" after Taylor got her masters back from Scooter Braun. Imagine the tea at that table: Taylor, Selena, Blake Lively, and all the Scooter and Hailey drama in the air. Someone should have mic'd up that dinner back in 2020. Taylor opened up about her bond with Selena, calling it a real sisterhood. She said, "I don't say that in a basic way. From the moment I met her, I knew I'd always have her back." What really stood out was when Taylor added, "I can forgive people who've hurt me, but I don't know if I could forgive someone who hurt her." Translation: that's definitely about Justin. Selena feels just as strongly, she once shared, that Taylor has flown in to support her during the hardest times: family drama, heartbreak, everything. She called Taylor one of her best friends in the world. That's not just friendship, that's ride or die loyalty. Now picture walking into a restaurant and seeing Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez in the room. One TikToker joked about it, and the post went viral. People imagined the vibe as full of laughter, deep convos, drinks. But then, out of nowhere, someone commented that Selena's tight ponytail was giving them a headache. Anyone who's worn that slick back style knows it can really hurt. Even loose ones sometimes throb. Selena didn't react, staying chill. But every girl watching felt that pain. Beauty really can be a struggle sometimes. Then a fan dropped a fun idea. What if Selena and Taylor switched outfits? They said both would kill it in each other's styles. Selena in a bold red carpet look, Taylor in soft glam. That would have been a moment. Of course, the comment section didn't stay nice. For long, someone claimed Selena had gotten too much work done on her face. But like, what? No shade. But where are they even getting that from? Maybe a slight difference in her voice, probably due to health stuff, but people love to reach with no facts. Another person joked, the tea at that dinner must have been boiling. And honestly, they're probably right. With Blake, Selena, Taylor, and everything going on with Justin, Hailey, and Scooter, that table was anything but boring. Someone on Instagram said Taylor's latest street style look missed the mark. And just like that pregnancy rumors started, fans began speculating she might be expecting with Travis Kelce. If that ever ends up being true, people are already calling it America's royal baby. But anyway, let's bring it back. What do you think about Selena and Benny right now? Are they in it for the long haul, or just enjoying a honeymoon phase? And about that skipped first dancer? You cool with that? Or think it's mid-wedding feel? Also, be honest, Taco Bell at a wedding, yay or yikes? Knowing them, they might actually show up with a full Taco Bell truck and rename it something like the Wedding Crunchwrap Supreme. Benny would totally go there. If Mr. Bell was real, they'd probably invite him too, just for fun. So yeah, that's all for now. Hit that like, smash the subscribe, drop a comment, and share this video with someone who lives for the drama. I'll see you in the next one, and for the record, more folks are dragging Taylor's outfit, sparking more baby rumors again with Travis. If that ever happens, it's definitely royal baby status. But seriously, let's wrap it up with your thoughts. Is Selena skipping the dance because she's shy? Doing their own thing? Would you eat Taco Bell at a wedding if it came with custom crunch wraps and full service? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this real love or just a PR perfect couple? And be honest, would you roll into a Selena x Benny wedding with hot sauce in your purse? Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your favorite drama.